Chaturi. Chaturi. Chaturi.
චතුරි තාම පේන්න නෑ ස්වාමීන් වහන්සේ.
Okay.
Okay.
Good morning, Bhante.
Good morning. Waiting. We have.
Morning, Bhante.
Good morning. Good morning. Who is this little one? Little girl. Okay. Very good. This is Lucio.
Good morning, Bhante.
Good morning. We have a couple of minutes. Okay. Okay, Chaturi?
Yes, Bhante, I'm here.
Yeah. We have 3 minutes. We can wait. Otherwise, if you have questions, we can start.
Yeah, we have a couple questions, Bhante. So the first question says, the question doesn't pertain on the discourse of mindfulness. How should one be when one is passing away? Should one listen to chanting or just be mindful of the body and the mind in the moment? So when the time comes to pass away, what should one's state of mind be? What should one be doing? Should you listen to some chanting or just be completely mindful of the body and the mind as the process goes on?
Okay. If the person has been meditating, then it will be much easier for him or her to focus the mind on the body, feeling, and so forth at that moment. I think that's very, very good. If one has not been meditating, then that person can listen to discourses or chanting. That depends on the person. So I can answer this question in these two ways. One is, as I said, a meditator. Other is non-meditator. The non-meditator can have very peaceful state of mind, calm state of mind, and arouse Saddha, faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, if the person listens to a discourse delivered by a person who understands the Dhamma, understands the nature of life, understands impermanence, unsatisfactoriness, and selflessness. If the person hears the Dhamma like Dhamma that is explaining that everything is impermanent, just like the Buddha, when he was going to pass away, Venerable Ananda was mourning, lamenting. Then Buddha called Ananda. Buddha Ananda was not in the Buddha's presence. So he inquired of him and then found out that he was crying in his kuti. So Buddha sent a messenger to bring him. So he came, and then the Buddha asked, "Why, Ananda, you were crying and mourning?" Then Ananda said, "Venerable sir, you have completed your job as a human being. Now I have not done. I have more work to do." Venerable Sariputta passed away. Moggallana passed away. They were my teachers, and now they are not there. I rely on you, and you are also going to pass away. I feel the whole world is dark. I am so confused. Then Buddha said to Ananda, "Ananda, you have been taking care of me for so many years with loving friendliness in thoughts, words, and deeds. And don't you remember? All these years I have been telling everybody that everything is impermanent. Everything is impermanent. If everything is impermanent, how can I be permanent?" And therefore, Ananda, strive hard, work hard, be vigilant, practice meditation, practice Dhamma. This kind of discourses would help a person who has not been meditating. But if there are no such person around to listen to Dhamma talk, advice, then person must listen to, must focus the mind on his or her own meditation practice. That's what one should do. Okay, next question.
Thank you, Bhante. The next question is, my 4-year-old daughter, who you are seeing on the screen, I think if you look up on the screen, you will see a little girl, was very excited when I told her yesterday that I've met you personally, and and wanted to see you today. Please give her your blessing and advice. I'm recording, and I'm sure she'll embrace what you say to her for many years to come. So can you give like some advice for the little girl that she can apply in her life as she grows up?
Okay, little girl, you're very adorable, very nice, very sweet girl. You meditate. How you meditate? You sit on your father's lap or mother's lap, close your eyes for 1 minute, 1 minute, and then keep quiet, don't struggle, closing your eyes, and you breathe in breathe out, breathe in, breathe out for 1 minute. And then you can open your eyes and play for 15 minutes. Then again, close your eyes, sit quietly, and breathe in, breathe out uh, again for 1 minute. You are breathing in, breathing out anyway, but close your eyes and focus your mind on the breathing. I don't know whether you understand the word focus. Anyway, you breathe in, breathe out 1 minute. That's what I like to advise you, and you keep doing it every day. Okay?
Thank you, Bhante.
All right.
The next question is, dear Bhante, is doing something bad to one's parents or somebody who is noble, does this create stronger negative karma than if one were to do the same thing to other people? So is the karma more negative if what we are doing wrong is to somebody that's highly spiritually advanced compared to another person? Does the advancement of the person matter in what we get back for this karma?
Yes, actually, if you do something uh, to hurt your parents, uh, is more serious than you do something to hurt other people. Generally, doing anything to hurt anybody is bad, unethical, immoral, unwholesome. That can generate uh, in your mind a lot of impurities. Your mind can get polluted, and therefore doing anything bad to anybody is not good. But it is even worse if you hurt your parents, because the parents are more valuable to you than to anybody else, because it was because of your parents you are alive, uh, because they gave you life. They gave you everything you wanted to grow. Without parents, you would not live, and therefore they gave you life. They are your first teachers. They are your the like Brahma, the highest being, who has metta, karuna, mudita, upekha, four sublime states your parents have. Others can develop it deliberate with some effort, but these four Brahmaviharas arise in the parents' mind automatically as soon as they come to know that your mother is conceived for you. That moment, mother has uh, metta towards you. When you are born, she has compassion for taking care of you. Both your parents love you and take care of you. And when you are playing and doing well, they will rejoice. They will be happy to see that you are growing well. And when you even don't do well at school and so forth, they have equanimous feeling towards you. Therefore, all these four Brahmaviharas, noble qualities, are in your parents, and therefore hurting them is more serious and more bad karma. Uh, you know, uh, killing, for instance, killing is very bad for anybody. It has a very, very bad result. But killing one's own mother and father is more serious actually most serious crime that belongs to one of the 5 heinous kammas. I don't know, most serious kammas. And killing anybody is bad enough, but killing parents is the worst. And therefore, one has to be very gentle, kind, particularly towards parents. Okay.
Thank you. Bhante, I also have a question about that. What about a parent killing a child? What kind of karma is that? We never hear about this in the sutta. We only hear the opposite, that it's such a negative karma to kill your parents. But what about a parent killing their children? What kind of karma is that?
Okay, killing anybody is bad. In that case, killing children is very bad. That falls into the same category of killing in general, but not as serious as mother's killing, because killing mother and father is definitely make you suffer even if you attain enlightenment. For instance, Venerable Moggallana, even after attainment of enlightenment, he had to suffer the consequence of killing his parents in many millions and millions and millions of years ago. And if somebody kills anybody else, they also have to suffer for many millions of years, but they will have, they can slowly, I mean, those karmas can slowly ward it off, pass, disappear, and fade away. So if a person kills a mother and father, this is more serious. So killing a child or killing children falls into the category of killing any general or other living beings. Yes, although it is not specifically mentioned, but it falls into the killing of all living beings with those 5 conditions.
Thank you, Bhante.
Okay.
The next question is has 5 parts. I'll read them one by one. It belongs to the Satipatthana Sutta. I believe this comes from the Venerable Bodhi's translation. So the question is on the following verse in the sutta. He abides contemplating mind object as mind objects, ardent, fully aware, and mindful, having put away covetousness and grief for the world. So the question is, what does it mean to put away grief for the world?
Okay. Grief, abhijja domanassa. Domanassa is grief. Abhijja is covetousness for the world. Here, world is one's own body, one's own senses. So, contemplating mind objects as mind objects. Mind objects means memories, ideas that we have. And, when we have mind objects, they are pleasing, enticing. They can be arousing our sense pleasures, and therefore we can become attached to them. And that is what we have to overcome. That is what is called covetousness. Covetousness. Covetousness means much is of higher degree of greed. That is, generally covetousness means having greed with jealousy of other people's property. When you see somebody's property, you hear somebody's voice, and so forth. In the first place, you become jealous. Second place, you think that you wish that you have those qualities of other person. When these two combine together, the word is called covetousness. With regard to oneself, also one can have covetousness. That is, you become jealous if somebody else has the qualities that you have, and then you cling to your own quality. On the other hand, you don't want others to have the same quality that you have, and secondly, you cling to it, your mental state, your intelligence, your power of thinking, your power of creativity, your power of various things that you have in your mind. You are originator of something, you are inventor of something, and so forth. So you will become very, very possessive of that. You want to possess it. Normally we say netang mama, neso amasmi nameso atta. This is not mine. This is not this. I am not this. This is not myself. This is how we have to meditate. Instead of that, whenever a thought, memories, creativity in your mind arises, then you become very want to possess it and keep to yourself, become selfish. All this belongs to the category of covetousness. The world means in yourself, uh, not about other outside worlds. So, he abides contemplating the mind objects as mind objects, ardent, fully aware, and mindful, having put away is the emphasis, covetousness and grief for the world. So that is what it means. Okay?
The next question is about what it means to have unworldly, painful or non-painful feeling. The question is wanting you to remind people what's the difference between worldly and unworldly. You've talked about this before in terms of spiritual painful feelings, and can you remind people what's the difference between worldly and unworldly, painful and non-painful feelings, please?
Yes, worldly painful feeling is, suppose you have seen something, heard something, smelled something, tasted something, and touched something in the past, and they all disappeared. When you experience all this, seeing, hearing, and so forth, you enjoy them. They are very pleasing, enticing. You like it very much. And when they disappear, then you will be unhappy, painful. Not to get what you want is painful. And that is a very normal thing. Now, that is worldly painful feeling. Worldly painful feeling. Unworldly painful feeling is that you have been practicing meditation. You see everything impermanent, unsatisfactory, selfless, and you know this, you understand them, you clearly comprehend them, and you keep practicing, but you still have not attained stream entry, once return and so forth. We have not attained supernormal attainment. But you hear somebody else has attained it by following the same thing. Then you feel sad. Why so and so attained it? Why I did not attain it? I follow the same rules, same principles, same teaching, same advice. I follow the schedule. I am very diligent and I am very honest. And yet I could not attain that state. That kind of painful feeling is called unworldly painful feeling. That is the difference between one is experiencing impermanence, become unhappy. One seeing impermanence and so forth is happy, become mindful, and he knows that he is doing right thing. He sees the truth, and yet he has not attained full enlightenment because there may be something so short of his practice. And therefore, he will have painful feeling. Other person has painful feeling for not getting something material. This person has painful feeling for not getting something spiritual. This person wants to attain liberation, that is spiritual attainment. Other person wants to have some material things, cars, house, people, properties, bank account, and good voice, and this and that. They are all material. When they disappear, he gets upset. When this person sees disappearance of all these things, and yet he has not attained enlightenment, he is not attached to the material things, but he is sad that he has not attained spiritual attainment. That is the difference between these two.
Thank you, Bhante.
Okay.
The next question is, what does it mean when the sutta says he contemplates mind objects externally? What does it mean to contemplate mind objects externally?
Mind objects means say for instance memory. Memory is mind object. In Dhammanupassana you see in Satipatthana, Mahasatipatthana, hindrances, and then 5 aggregates, then the fetters, bojjhangas, 4 noble truths. These are the mind objects. I mentioned in the past, no matter what you experience, all of them you can put into one or other of these categories. Say, for instance, greed arises anytime, anywhere. Greed arises. The greed is mind object. Sleepiness, drowsiness, mind object. Restlessness and worry is mind object, and so forth. All these objects, these mental states that you experience are called mind objects. So, mind objects externally, meaning when you experience greed, anger, and so forth, what you feel is the same when other person experience them. When you get angry and I get angry, I feel the same way as you feel. When I get angry, I'm unhappy. My pressure goes up. I'm restless. I don't appreciate things. When you get angry, you will be the same. We first understand our mental state and what it does to us, and then we compare us with others. When others have impure mental state, they feel the same way that I feel. That kind of a comparison is called mind objects externally. Okay?
Thank you, Bhante. So basically, just to clarify, is just recognizing the same state of mind that we experience in another person.
Yes.
Thank you. The next question is on one of the verse. I'll read it for you. Again, bhikkhus. A bhikkhu is one who acts in full awareness when going forward and returning. The question is, what does it mean, going forward and returning?
Okay. When you walk up to a certain point, say, starting from point A and go to point B. Then you stop. Then you turn around and then return from the point from B to point A. That's how you return. Normally, when we walk, we don't walk indefinitely. We walk up to a certain point. In meditation, of course, it should be about 30 feet long passage of walking. And then one you start point A, that is when he goes to the end of that walking path, that would be point B, that is about 30 feet, and then you stop. Then alokite, vilokite, that means when you look away from your feet, when you turn, you slowly turn your entire body to and stop, and then you start walking back. You're not walking backward, but you turn 180 degrees and then walk back. Even if you turn 90 degrees and walk, or turn 180 degrees and then stop and then walk back. That is what is called going forward towards going forward and backward. Going forward towards enlightenment versus returning to unenlightenment. No. That is not what what it means there. That means you walk to enlightenment and then you stop it and then return to non-enlightenment. That is not what it means. Or walking towards a wholesome state and walking towards unwholesome state. That happens not in walking. Sometimes when we practice wholesome things, and suddenly something else happens, and then perhaps unwholesome mental state arises. This is not just a mental exercise. This going forward means physical movement, uh, physical movement, and not mental exercise. Okay?
Thank you, Bhante. The last question in this series is, what is the rapture, tranquility, concentration, and equanimity enlightenment factors, and how do we get there? Do we get there by trying to be a wholesome person, by concentrating wisely, realizing equanimity and non-equanimity? So how do we attain these factors of enlightenment?
Okay. Rapture is joy, sometimes called joy or happiness. And tranquility is upasama, upasama anusati. Tranquility means calm, serene, peaceful state. That leads to concentration. When you gain concentration, your mind is in balance. Balance with mindfulness and equanimity. These two factors are like two sides of a scale. Both are balanced. And that kind of balanced state of mind is called equanimity. Now, when you practice the factors of enlightenment, as I mentioned yesterday, you practice with mindfulness, then investigation, then effort, and then tranquility, rapture, and then tranquility, piti, sambhojjhanga, effort after effort, piti, rapture. That leads to tranquility, samadhi, sati, dhammaciya, virya, piti, passaddhi. Passaddhi. Tranquility means passaddhi. And then you gain concentration. And after gaining concentration, your mindfulness and tranquility, equanimity becomes upekka satiparisoddhin. That is the formula in jhana attainment. Upekka satiparisoddhin chaturtha jhana upasambhajya. Mindfulness and equanimity are in a balanced state. That is what it means. I think these factors of enlightenment develop in that order, whereas other things develop in casually, sporadically, but when you practice the factors of enlightenment, they arise in this order. When we say when you practice the factors of enlightenment, we means we don't spend selected special time for only practicing only factors of enlightenment. Like sometimes people say, when you eat, that is eating time. When you sleep, that is sleeping time. When you exercise, that is exercise time. Not like that. Not like that. Whenever you practice mindfulness, meditation, whether sitting, standing, walking, lying down, talking, as I mentioned in a clear comprehension, walking, turning, eating, and so forth. Anytime we become mindfulness, that goes to mindfulness, fact of enlightenment, basket. Anytime you investigate, when you ask questions, when you try to question the piece of Dhamma you are studying in a passage, certain Dhamma points which are not very clear, you keep asking questions. You don't have to do it only when you sit. Anytime you ask questions with regard to Dhamma, that is investigation of Dhamma factor of enlightenment. Similarly, whenever you make effort to restrain yourself, to overcome certain unwholesome states, to arouse wholesome mental states, and maintain, support, sustain wholesome. Anytime you do this, you can be doing it in sitting, standing, walking, lying down, walking, talking, and so forth. Anytime when you make effort to clean your mind, purify your mind, that falls into the category of enlightened fact of effort and so forth. And therefore, but they develop in that order when you finally complete all of them, they develop in this order, and then finally you gain equanimity. You become equanimous. You even don't know when you become equanimous, but it will happen. When it happens, you know that your equanimous state. Now, friends, all these are very good questions. I'm sorry we have to end this session now.
We'll copy them for next time, Bhante, so we have them right away. I'll copy the ones that haven't been asked and ask them next time.
Yeah, you can hold on to other questions for the
Yeah.
next time. Okay.
Keep them for next time.
Now let us meditate. After meditation, we have only 25 minutes. Okay. Okay. Now you listen to this metta passages that we recite every day. We meditate together, and then after that we meditate. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long or large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere, neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm to another. As a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child, even so towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate all the world, a heart of boundless loving friendliness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment. Whether standing, walking, or sitting, lying down, or whenever awake, one should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here, not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision, removing desire for sensual pleasures. One comes never again to birth in the womb. With this metta thought in mind, although there are so many words in this, but if you simply think of all beings, may all beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Even these three words are enough. These three words are with a lot of meaning. Okay? So now, uh, let these children sit with you as long as they like, and then let them go. By means of this meritorious deed, may I never join with the foolish, may I join always with the wise, until the time unattained Bhavana. May the suffering be free from suffering. May the fear struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be. From the highest realm of existence to the lowest, may all beings arisen in these realms, with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, friends, this is the end of today's session. And I want to share my special metta with all those who are in hospitals, suffering from various diseases, and taken care of by doctors, nurses, and hospital staff. May they recover very soon and return to normal life and continue their Dhamma practice, meditation practice, and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. May all the doctors, nurses, and hospital staff who take care of these people, may they also be relieved from their tension and try to find time to practice meditation, and may they all liberate from samsaric suffering. May all those who have lost their loved ones still may be grieving. May they all be free from grief and try to understand the nature of Dhamma and practice meditation and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in trouble spots in various parts of the world and who are victims of somebody's greed, hatred, and delusion, and also victims of wars and discriminations, may they try to find the nature of greed, hatred, and delusion, and try to eliminate them from their own mind through the practice of meditation. May all those who are in the northern direction, northeastern direction, eastern direction, southeastern direction, southern direction, southwestern direction, western direction, northwestern direction, above and below, all those who are in ill areas in this 10 directions be well, happy, and peaceful. May they all attain liberation. And I must also thank my friend Veronique or Chaturi for helping me
You're welcome, Bhante.
read questions. And may all of you be well, happy, and peaceful.
Thank you, Bhante.
Bhante.
Thank you,
Bhante.
Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante. Thank you, Chaturi.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you,
All
Radharani.
lives.
Be
Thank
well.
you.
Teruvan Saranai.
Everyone
Thank you,
Everyone
Bhante.
Saranai.
Namo Tuminivan Sapalabiba.
Everyone,
Okay.
Thank you, Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu. Good health.
Thank you, Bhante.